What's going on, everyone? We are up here in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. I am with Brett Alexander, longtime guide up here, and we are out here utilizing spot lock technology so that we can put the beat down on some Door County gold. Oh, big head shakes.
That looks like a good one.
Big head shakes. We're slowly getting her in. She's making some big head shakes, some big kicks. These fish are just coming off the spawn. Some are still pre-spawn. Oh, that's a nice fish. And there we go, Brett.
She's got a little belly. She looks like she's probably dropping last night, but she's still got some eggs in her.
Kind of hard, yeah. About, I don't know, 26-inch fish, 25, 26-inch fish?
26.
Yep, beautiful fish. Thanks for the fun. Another one. Right after my cast there, Brett, back to back.
Kind of slowed down my presentation a little bit, more of a drag than a hop on this one.
How's she feeling?
It's not a giant, but it's a good one.
Okay. It seems like they're almost all good up here, Brett.
Yeah, the average size is probably like 25, 26 inch in this spot right here that we're on, so it's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, there's a little one.
Brett, that's the smallest one I've seen out here.
Yeah. That is a little one. This is a little one, and it's a 20-incher. Most people would think that's a pretty big walleye, but here, it's a little baby. What we're doing when we rolled into this spot, we were using our side scan, and what I like to do is I come in on a sand rock transition, and then I'll position the boat so we're a good cast length out from the rocks. So we're actually casting to the rocks, and we're pulling back through the sand, which enables us to drag and work those baits slower.
Fish on.
Almost working it like a tube, Nate. Feels like another 25-incher, maybe 26. Man, was I working that slow.
Yeah.
They're all still down there. They're just lazy. Oh, right on the tip of the stinger hook, too. Oh.
Hey, there you go. Quick release for you, Brett.
So this is one of my favorite times of the year. Post-spawn is my favorite bite for walleyes. The cool thing about this time of the year is the smallmouth fishing is awesome, too. So we'll come out and fish walleyes for a couple hours in the morning. We'll switch gears and go pound some giant smallmouth, and that's what our plan is today. There he is. Another one.
Nice.
Somebody figured him out, Nate. Oh my God, that was like painfully slow. It's thumping pretty good though. The thing about these fish is you never know. Sometimes they'll surprise you. You think you got a 24, 25, and all of a sudden it's a 30. On the stinger hook again, you can see that jig out in front of her face, so it's just on the stinger. Oh, come on, baby. See that jig's not even in her mouth?
But the hook is.
That's why it's so important up here to have those stinger hooks on. Some days they're all on that stinger hook. What they do is they come up and trail behind them and they just sit and nip at them. I've seen them do it in shallow water before, so perfect example of slowing it down when they're not biting. They don't leave, those fish are still here, it's just they're not eating. We'll get her back.
Nate's getting on the board.
It's a nice one. 24, 25.
Hooked up, doubled up, baby.
Wrong time to have my bait in the water.
Doubled up, baby.
All right, who's getting me a fish first?
Mine just got a little bigger.
I'm gonna try to keep this one right on the top. Yep, keep that head.
I can take her to that. She's on that side now. Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Barely.
Oh yeah.
Chinny chin. Oh yeah. There we go. So this is a perfect example of how to adjust your presentation sometimes when your fishing dies down or stops like it did today. I tried adjusting presentations. I really slowed it down, and then we just banged a double. So Nate slowed his presentation down, and it's definitely, they're still here. They'll still eat, but just try adjusting your presentations at times.
Hooked up. Going through these little bite windows, you know, we had one right as the sun started illuminating the sky this morning, and then it just popped over the trees about 5-10 minutes ago, and since then we've had about 5 or 6 bites. So this one's getting bigger as it's coming in.
Be careful so don't break your 6-pound fluoro.
I know. Oh, I know. Slowly gonna get her off the bottom.
Nice. You can see it right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a big dog. Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be close to it. That's gonna be close to one of my biggest. Just over 28 inches, gorgeous Green Bay gold. Couldn't have done it without sticking in this spot. This has been our money spot all day. Put the spot lock on, haven't thought about it since. Let's get her back in the water. Look at that big old girl. There we go.
Here we go. Should be another good one.
Right as the wind picked up a little bit, that one bit.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a big one.
Nice one.
That's what we're looking for.
All right there. That's why you come to Green Bay. Absolute stud. So right here, we're using a bait that mimics a goby. That's the main forage today on Green Bay for these bass. The nice thing about a goby bait is you can work it slow, you can work it fast. Right now, we're creeping them painfully slow as you can move that bait. You can't move it too slow. Sometimes even pausing that bait for 10, 15 seconds, that's when they'll bite. So just painfully slow, moving gobies.
So basically where we are right now with the smallmouth bass is it's the very early stages of pre-spawn bite. Oop, Nate's hooked up again. And these fish just actually are pushing into shallows right now. These water temperatures are anywhere from like 40 to 45 degrees. So these fish just came out of deep water. Then probably in about 3 to 4 weeks, usually about the 3rd, 4th week of May, these fish will start bedding up like in the Sturgeon Bay area. And then after they're bedded, after the fish start pulling off the beds, usually in about early June, like around June 10th to 15th, then I'll come back down here and fish the post-spawn bite.
Gorgeous smallmouth bass. Pre-spawners, they're coming right up. We got the spot lock right on the transition line from sand to rock, and it is paying off big time with some big fish.
We're fishing, it's called the Sturgeon Bay Shipping Channel. It's a channel in between Lake Michigan and Green Bay. And what we're doing, we're targeting areas where there's rock and sand transition. So I'm using my eyes and I'm using the graph to find where the rock and the sand is. So I'll find those sand rock transitions. I'll lock down a spot lock down on that transition. So the spot lock is definitely critical to have because it's like working a river system. So you position your boat on rock sand transitions, spot lock down, it'll face your boat because you got the current going, so you got to know which way your current is going, and then you lock down, your boat's positioned perfectly to work those sand rock transitions.
So we're set up right now on spot lock with all 3 of us fishing, and it's so nice, the easeability of this, because you just hit one button and you can go straight to fishing. I'm not a big technology guy, but seamless every time. That's a little better fish right there, everyone. All righty.
The net on that one?
Yeah, this might actually be a big fish. It's pumping its head really hard.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a biggie. Oh, look at that.
Let's go.
Holy moly.
All righty, guys, look at that. What a chungus. And I want to show this side to it. Look at that beautiful color on it. Guys, if you want an awesome multi-species day, this is where you come. Call Brett. Brett, how do they get a hold of you?
Get a hold of me on my website at www.alexandersportfishing.com, or they can call me on my cell phone at 920-851-4214.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to catch more big fish this year, check out Spot Lock and the whole Minn Kota line at the link below. For Nate, for Brett, I'm Jim O'Neill. Stay tuned for more Midwest Outdoors.